Welcome to Bunnies TV. Here we are at the Captain's Run. Shannon Donato just walked up. The boys are just coming onto the field. We had a few technical issues at the start, but we got it done just as Jed Cartwright walks out on the field. And also, it looks like Big Shaq over there, Shaquay and Mitchell. And Brownie's just going to have a look at the stream for us. I'm going to bring up the live chat. And I think we're okay. Do you hear anything, Brownie? It's good?
Yep, it's all good as we down here at a beautiful Redfern Oval this morning.
Yeah, now we've already got some people, Brownie, and there's the captain for the Captain's Run.
Skipper,
We've already got
Cam Murray.
some of our regulars on here. Paul Cullen, Karina Haza, Grandpa Bunny, Trell Mitzin. Hello, fellas. So, hello, everybody. We were at 6s and 7s to start. Sorry for the little bit of a late start. There's Tallis Duncan. Now, what are we looking for today, Brownie? What specifically are we going to check out
Basically,
here?
the team's been named, Mavo, with a couple of players on the extended bench.
Yep.
And we just want to try and see if we can pick the team that's going to be running out 1 to 17.
Yep. So there's the chat there. So the laptop should be there because we can't
I'm thinking.
Do you want to stand on that side so you can see the chat?
I'm thinking that there might be one change.
Yep.
To come in. I think maybe Jed Cartwright might come into the 17.
Yep.
Not 100% sure. He is on the extended bench. He's out there training.
Yep.
He's got the ball in his hand, as you can see now.
So Brownie, what we usually say as a tell is that shirt that they're wearing is the top 17 shirt. So have we got breaking news exclusive here to Bunnies TV that Taffy might be dropping out for Cardi?
Well, Taffy's not out there as yet, so we'll get a good idea when they start
Better idea when they start coming out,
doing some ball work, yeah.
So there's
exactly.
DSF in the black. So if Taffy, hey, block.
There's the great man.
Mark Lyons.
Mark
How are you,
Lyons.
Ledge? You all right?
What's doing?
Oh, we're just live on Bunnies TV here for the Captain's Run. Got Mark Lyons, former Rabbitoh, just come up and said hello.
I can't say what I was going to say now.
So there's Jai now. We got here a bit early, Brownie, and there was a rehab group out there. It was quite a large rehab group, about 7 or 8 guys, and he was in it, Jai.
Yeah, Jai. Jacob Host was in it, so expect them two boys. They were running freely.
Yep.
Jai, as you can see, is doing some stop-start running, which is going to test that hammy, and hopefully Jai is going to be right for next week.
Yep.
When we come up against
bring
Manly,
that
our
closer.
first home game.
Yeah. How far's Hosty and Jai? So
Well, that's what we're just talking about.
Well, I actually spoke to him on the other day, and Hosty said next week, seemed very confident. And Jai, here he is over there. Jai said it's coming along good.
If you watch Jai here, he's going to take off. He's going to run about 50 metres. He's not flat out. He's probably running about...
That might be flat out, Brownie. Is that as fast as he goes?
He runs pretty quick, Jai. That's about half pace. So he's doing things at half pace, but there's no need for him to obviously extend the hammy. It's a delicate part of the leg.
It is.
And he won't go 100% until he's really close to playing, which hopefully will be next week. But we're all here. There he is, the man of the moment.
And there's no strapping on the leg there, Brownie. I'm surprised by that. So it looks like he's fit
Trell Mitt.
and stretchy.
He's been in the news of late. Campbell Graham,
Lockie comes out.
number 7.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us. With thanks to Darryl Lee. We're live and free on Bunnies TV, and we're just taking you through all the players that just come out. We were trying to rush to get it going. We had a sound issue, but we've gone to the wireless mics, and it's coming out. And here's a bloke that's back, Brownie. And what's he going to add to this team? Hame Sele.
Yeah, well, look, I believe we missed him last week. We had a couple of middles out, and he's one of them that is back for this clash against the Roosters, this massive clash against the Roosters, arguably one of the biggest games on the NRL calendar, the local derby, the rivalry. We hate each other.
Yep.
The fans hate each other.
Yep.
The players hate each other. and we're expecting another big game. But yeah, just going back to Hame Sele, what an in he is. A great time to be coming back.
Yeah.
And Junior Totola, 2 middles that we didn't have play last week.
Yep.
They're going to fill the role perfectly. He's got great footwork at the line, Hame. He's a great defender.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, I think our bench is much stronger than the Roosters bench. I think that's an area where we can get the Roosters when our bench players come on. They will bring impact.
Yep.
And Hame Sele is one of them, and looking forward to him.
Exactly.
Hopefully trying to string a couple of games together, Mavo. There's been a lot of chat on the socials that he's struggled with injury over the past couple of years, which he has.
Yep.
And we'd love to see him string, 4 or 5 games together and hopefully get on a roll on and have a big season, because it's been unfortunate for Hame. He's had back-to-back injuries over the last couple of seasons.
He has. Now, apologies, because it's only me and Brownie today. We know there's a live chat. We're trying to keep an eye on it. Brownie will have a bit of a look.
Yeah, Paul Cullen, our channel member there. Hame is a huge inclusion, and Junior too, of course, 2 of the players that we just spoke about. And Trell Mitt was Davey underdone last week, only played 20 minutes. Well, he did take an injury probably into the game. We did discuss it on the pre-game show.
Yep.
That he seemed to be struggling in the captain's run last week. But I thought his second stint was a lot better than his first. So we'll see if Davey will perform better this week against the Roosters in the Ron Coote Cup. Now, Ron Coote, what a legend of the game he was, Mavo.
Absolutely, he's a legend. 4 premierships with the Rabbitohs, 2 with the Roosters. The Ron Coote Cup, they've been playing it since 2007.
He played in 9 grand finals overall. Yeah. How isn't this bloke not an immortal?
Should be an immortal. Absolutely should be an immortal. They've made blokes like Lockyer and all that.
Hello, Shannon. How are you, mate?
Shannon.
All right?
How are you, mate?
Just live streaming here. So
that's all right. Shannon Donato from the Rabbitohs.
Boys, say hello to Shannon.
Now, Blake Taft's out there, Brownie, and he's in the red, white and green shirt, so I think they're not going to give too much away. Maybe when Chaps comes later, he might ask JD about that, what's going to happen there, if there's going to be a switch, but I don't know if he's going to reveal it. It could be a game day decision. I'm not sure.
Just going back to Ron Coote, Mavo.
Yeah, sorry, go.
He has been inducted to the Hall of Fame. He is a Hall of Famer. And, we spoke about the immortals. Some of the milestones that this bloke has achieved over his career, and 9 grand finals, like we just said. He's won 6, 4 at the Rabbitohs, 2 at the Roosters.
Yep.
He went on a Kangaroo tour in 67 and 68.
Yep.
He was the captain Australia in 3 tests. He was the New South Wales Rugby League Player of the Year. So that's like the Dally M. In 1969, 1970, 1975 and 1977. He was the grand final man of the match in 1971.
Yep.
He won the Harry Sunderland Medal in 1970 and 74. So that's the best Australian player.
Yep.
That 70, he went on tour, and 1974 was out here. He was in the Australian Rugby League Team of the Century, named in 2008. The New South Wales Team of the Century in 2008. He's rated number 23 in the Rugby League Week's top 100 players.
Yeah.
He was named in the team of the 60s in 2006, and he was named in the team of the 70s in 2005. So this bloke is a dead set legend. He's a great bloke. He's a local junior, born and bred in Kensington, a great businessman. Unfortunately, he lost his home last year, or a couple of years ago, in the fires down there at Lake Conjola.
Yep.
He's since rebuilt that home, and he's living down in Lake Conjola, and this bloke should be an immortal when they are next selected. Let's get back to the players on the field, Mavo.
Absolutely. Well, just before we finish on that, I always remember him for his cover tackles. Brownie coming across and just cutting people down. He was a great defender, but he could do everything in the game.
And Grandpa Bunny just said what you said, Mavo. Ron Coote, his cross-cover tackles.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Yep. What about it? We've got AJ on screen, Brownie. He scored 17 tries against the Roosters. That's the most he scored against any club. He went past the great ET last week, I think it was, scoring a try. So it'd be nice to see him get over the stripe a couple of times on Friday night out there at Trelliance Stadium.
Yeah, so AJ sits 5th now on his own. after scoring that try. And look, he'll be 17 tries against the Roosters. That's a great strike rate, and hopefully he can put another couple more on the board.
Yep. All right, Trell Mitt. We just said Trelliant Stadium. Brownie, he hasn't got no strapping on. For the people that have just joined us, welcome. We're brought to you by Darryl Lee, Dot Bill Constructions, Sight Pizza, and also Blast Pit today. But Trell Mitt, no strapping. He was kicking goals the other day. He looks fine. It's a big game for him. See how that goes. He's straight at the side. But yeah, the crowd's going to be booing him. I called on the Roosters fans in Bunnies TV, on our Bunnies TV article for Team List Tuesday. He's actually got that one. No,
a nice crowd building down here at Redfern Oval as well. Yeah. It's a great morning down here. The sun is shining. There's a bit of dew on the ground.
Here's Shannon giving a little speech to some uni students here. Yeah, I called on the fans to stop booing him. I don't think they will, Brownie, but I just called on it anyway. And what about this bloke down here, Brownie? You love Sam, don't you? I love him as well.
We just spoke about...
And there's he's there next to Brock Schaefer, who's also a big asset to the club.
We just spoke about a legend of the club
Schaefer,
in Ron Coote. And this bloke's not too far behind him.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see Ron Coote play live. I watched a lot of highlights of him. But for me, this bloke, Sam Burgess, is the greatest South Sydney forward that I have seen play.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the greatest South Sydney forward ever, but he's the greatest South Sydney forward that I have seen play in my era.
Yeah, well, he's an absolute bloody legend of the club.
A 2014 premiership winner.
Played with the smashed cheekbone. How tough is he?
Oh,
he's still in pretty good nick too, isn't he? I'm going to throw a jersey on him, Brownie. Big Sammy. We go in the hat. There he is. Give us the wave there. Live and free on Bunnies TV.
What a
fans. Brownie's mates with Sammy. Well, I've got to know him too. Chap sees him out there at Little Bay, walking the dog. And
Trell Mitt commented, and we encourage everyone to live chat. We'll try and get through as many as the chats as we can. But Trell Mitt said we need for Murray's quick play the balls and Cookie's running game to trouble Jared, Wawira, Hargraves, Lindsay Collins and the Cheese. Yeah, well that's like any team really. If Cam can get quick play the balls, Cookie will be off and running and they won't see which way he went.
Yeah.
These Rooster players.
I got Benny Lovett on the screen. Brownie, I always like to focus on him because I know Dad John watches from Parks out there. Sister, I've just kicked the camera, sorry everyone. Sister Claudia works for the club, and Kurt, his brother, the hockey player, he's been playing with the New South Wales Cup, I believe. So just having a word to Coach JD there. So I don't think he's too far away from a debut. He's rugged, he's got a high work rate, and he's talented.
Well, he's been named in the extended bench the last couple of weeks, so he's not too far away. The club has had a few injuries over the last couple of weeks, and with this new HIA rule, which comes into play tomorrow, Mavo, it's 11-day stand down for a Category 1.
Yeah.
Is the number 30 with the squad numbers big enough? That's a question that we've got to put to these coaches.
Yeah.
You know, we've had to call on Tallis Duncan, who was a development player last week, to sit on the bench. We had to get an exemption from the NRL, and we only had one HIA, and so many injuries. So with this new HIA rule, is this number 30 for squad members big enough?
Yeah, well, hopefully we don't get any. That's the problem. I just had Keon on screen there. Chaps asked him about his haircut the other day. We did film those interviews, but we had another technical issue and we didn't get the audio. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I've got a few YouTube shorts and a bit of other stuff there, and you can watch those videos on the Rabbitohs website, rabbitohs.com.
Channel member Carol Benson said, "Good morning to my favourite men." Well,
good morning,
Carol.
Good
morning to you, Carol. It's a beautiful morning down here at Redfern Oval. As you can see, the boys are just gathering. They're warming up,
and we got Carol's favourite men on the screen as well. There you go. So there's a photo for you all there. All the boys there just coming in. The top. This is the captain's run here, live and free at Redfern Oval, and
unfortunately,
we're sipping on a Bunnaby water here.
Unfortunately, we can't film the whole captain's run.
No.
We can only film the warm-up. Obviously, all the mainstream media are here as well.
Yeah, they are. Have a look there.
You can see all the cameras down there.
Yep.
And we will get a signal where we have to turn all cameras off.
Yep.
After the warm-up, which we're happy to do. We abide by the rules here on Bunnies TV.
Yep.
But we just like to bring you some great footage, and there's the great man down there, George Piggins.
He's here again, is he? Let's have a look at Georgie. Georgie, watch. Shannon's just saying hello to him. There he is there.
The great man, George Piggins.
One of the greatest Rabbitohs. This club, and there's Normie Lipson. Rabbitohs Bunnies TV contributor. There's the great man, Georgie Piggins.
And Norm wrote a great story for our website.
He did.
Mavo, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, about the
siege.
The siege, the Spitbridge siege.
The Spitbridge siege.
He put his head in the car, and there's a gunman in there with 5 hostages, and the gunman said, "F off, or I'll blow your head off."
Yeah. And if you haven't read that, head over to our website. There's some great articles on there.
Yeah.
Steve Maven writes a lot of great articles.
There's a link in the description of this very video, and you can also contact us at admin@bunniestv.au if you've got any feedback you want us to interview. So we're going to do a few interviews too, Brownie. We've got to get back to that. A few people have been asking for that.
Yeah.
And we will get back to that. So let's have a look at some of the players. And I've got Lockie on the screen there. Brownie, Lockie's obviously, he had a great game week 1. Week 2 probably wasn't his best work. So let's hope he bounces back in week 3 out there at Allianz Stadium, where we will be there for the Spa event.
So Mavo, from what I can see, there's 18 players in the different shirts, as you can see, the training shirts.
Yeah.
There's a couple there that have got the black shirt, which are obviously the lower grades. There's young Pete Namazoulis.
Yeah.
They've all been named in the New South Wales Cup, but there's 19 players.
Well, the fact that Jed's on the extended bench, but he's in that red, white and green jersey. Where is Jed? Let's go over and have a look at him. So we actually suspected that. We saw him training like that the other day. So we don't know, and we're going to get chaps to ask him, and I don't know if he's going to tell us, but it's all for everyone to see.
And just going back to the live chat, sorry, Mavo, just to cut you short,
right.
Jim Sheedy.
Okay, Jim.
Another great follower of the show. He said, Sutto, another South Immortal. Yes, well, you're 100% right there, Jim. He was our great skipper in the 2014 Premiership win. He's played the most games for this club. An absolute legend. He's a one-club player.
Yep.
He's now on the coaching staff. Also coaches the SG Ball. They were struggling a little bit at the moment with injuries. They've had a lot of injuries throughout the off-season.
Let's bring him up.
There he is, the great man.
With our dream team of coaching. Now we've got the dream team of coaches. Those 5 guys there, right? We've got Sam Burgess. That's Joe O'Callaghan over there. Well, we'll throw him in.
Yeah.
We've got Johnny Morris.
Bomber's not there from what I can see.
That's Benny Hornby. So Bomber's not there. Bomber Morris.
Oh yeah, Bomber's there. Bomber's there in the black. Yeah, there he is out here. Yeah.
Oh, he's on the other side. There he is there.
There he is.
So anyway, look at that. We've got them all lined up in a row there. The boys warming up. Trail Med out in front. Lockie, we'll get back to that, Brownie. You just give us your opinion on that, and then we'll talk about Tommy after that, your mate, Big Tommy.
Lockie Elias?
Lockie Elias.
Yeah, look, he'll be up for a big game. Up against another rookie halfback who's only played, 2 seasons of the top grade, and both are just still learning their trade, going about their business. But Lockie probably had a little bit of a quiet game from his standard last week.
He did.
But so did a lot of other players. And we didn't have a great deal of field position for Lockie and his outside men and our attacking players to come into play. So it's a little bit hard for all them players to have great games when you don't have a great deal of field position. And against Cronulla, he was outstanding. The Charity Shield, he had a great game.
Yep.
And he's just looking to build every game.
I'm on to Tommy 212 now. Calling him Tommy 212. He's going to be the most capped forward with this great club's history. Moves into 4th all time. Now that's a big achievement. 212 first grade, Brownie. It's a lot.
Well, he takes over, I think he jumps Bobby McCarthy.
Yeah, and he also played 45, I think, before he came. I forget the team, but I did write it in my article. Bradford, it could have been, it was, I think. So he's played like 250 first grade. He's played for his country. He's done it all. Yeah. But more importantly, he's in the form of his career, which is outstanding. Yeah. When he's not a young man, but he's just a big unit.
Yeah, outstanding form. The last 2 years, he's probably been one of our best forwards. Him and Junior, our big middles. Opposition teams can't handle him. He's a big lad. Look at him, the size of him. He charges onto the ball and takes 3 and 4 players to put him down.
Let's follow some of the boys here, Brandon. We'll just follow on camera so you can maybe pick one out as they come.
Well, Damien Cook, obviously, he's going to be instrumental if we're going to go on to win the game. tomorrow night.
Yeah, he is.
We just spoke about his running game out of dummy half.
The beach sprinter.
A little bit quiet against Penrith.
Yeah, with his
the running game.
The cap backwards is his little trademark there, but he's a cool dude too, Cookie.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. He loves the show.
He's a bit like you. He likes all the ice baths and all the cryotherapy and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's all about their recovery at the moment. And there's Cody Walker.
Where is he?
What a player! Our magician, our leader.
Can't see him. Oh, there he is. He's got the cap back as well.
Yeah, that's his trademark as well.
So we're looking for a big game out of him. Obviously, Brownie. You know, maybe a few try assists. We want him to keep a cool head because I know he gets fired up against the Roosters. He gets fired up against everyone, I know.
Yeah.
But we just want him to play the footy we know he can play. Because there was a moment last week when he'd really want to get that back, as we all saw.
Yeah, look, I think we'll send a lot of traffic down our left-hand side this week.
Yeah.
We have a lot of success down our left.
The lethal left, Brownie. Yeah. There he is. So that means...
Was that the game where AJ scored 5 tries? Was it against the Roosters?
I think the one when we put 60 on him, is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Might have been. Yeah, so there you go. All right, and what about Big Shaqway? Would you like to give him a mention? What a story.
What a story.
He hasn't even got the shirt on. That's how new he is to this squad.
His number. He's got the shirt on, but he hasn't got his number on the back.
He hasn't got his name on the back, but we know who he is. He's one of the 2 mitts, Trell Mitt and Shaq Mitt.
And the opposition know who he is because he's been having blinders over the last 2 weeks. Well, here's Jed.
Here he is. Yeah, so there he is. We don't know yet. We just suspect that he could be. Was he doing a little fitness test there? So that could be
a little bit of a groin tightness, maybe.
Then now Eddie Farrer, he's a good bloke. We're going to have to maybe Eddie Farrer. We'll get him for a chat, Brownie, because he'd have a great story. Brother of Robbie Farrer. So we'll watch a bit of this play. Jez is going to let us shoot a bit of this. So they're going to make us turn the cameras off soon. So thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We're brought to you by Darryl Lee, but also, like I said, we've got Dopville Constructions, Bunnaby Water, Sight Pizza and Blast Pit. We've also got Angie Farrer. And you're watching this on one of our George's cameras in at George Street City. So we have got some valuable sponsors and we couldn't do this show without them.
All local sponsors as well.
They are.
All Australian.
Peter Mamazelis, nice ball there.
And coming up to Easter, don't forget to
Josiah Karapani
go into Woolies and get your Bilby.
Yeah, that's right.
Your Darryl Lee Bilby.
I saw an ad on the telly last night. I mean, the dog was attacking the ladies holding the Bilby. She attacks anything that looks like a dog. But it's quite funny. But yeah, the Bilbies, I think they're half price at the moment at Woolies, $4 or something. So get in there, stock up for Easter, and get your Darryl Lee Bilbies. They're made with smooth and creamy milk chocolate. And they're just better because 20 cents goes to the Making It Better Together Fund. And that supports the Save the Bilby Fund. And they're a little Aussie animal that we want to save from extinction. So at Easter this year, you can do your part to help save a little iconic Aussie
So what they're
animal.
doing here, mate, is just a drill, an attacking drill on 7 defenders. So that just means the defenders have got to be working with each other, talking, communicating, who's got who.
Yep.
As you can see, they're rushing up on the outside, AJ there.
Yeah.
And normally it'd be one side, it'd be the left side or the right side.
Yep.
And then the middles will have a go as well. So
Correct.
As you can see now, they're swapping over.
Yep.
And it might be, what side does that look like it's going to the defensive side? Well, that's Cameron Murray. He's a middle.
Yeah, here we go. So there's a little drop out there.
Feel the
taken by Latrell.
Yeah,
Out there to Taffy.
feel the subs are on there. Davey Moali and Shaq,
Zaya Tass.
along with young Pete. Namazulis there, and number 10 in the black jumper.
We haven't spoken about Tass much, but he was good last week, Brown. He scored a great try.
Yeah, well, there's. He was great, Isaiah Tass. He's been good the last couple of weeks.
Cody,
Very consistent.
Cody, a little show and go there. We're going out to the right
Speak
there.
of the man, there he is.
There he is there, Tassie.
Like you said, Mabo, it won't be too long before the cameras have been called to be turned off. So if we do leave you, like Mabo said earlier, a very big thank you for joining us here on Bunnies TV, live and free. We will be back
Found touch there.
over the weekend for the recap of the game. Hopefully we're talking about a win. I'm very confident that we'll be talking about a convincing win against the Roosters.
Well, we got
the
this
team we hate.
Oh, yeah, we do. We've got this bloke on screen back, Brownie, so we haven't featured him yet. Junior Tatala. Now, you know, he gets through his work, but he's a valuable member of this team in the forwards.
Well, he is. George Piggins, medalist last year,
Yeah.
is very
And he's here
durable. Yes, he is. He's very durable. He plays a lot of minutes, and he plays a lot of games. He didn't play last week, obviously. He got knocked out in the first minute against Cronulla. But he's going to be welcomed back with open arms, Junior Totola. He's a big part of this team.
Yep.
Don't be surprised. He's been named to start. He will start the game, and he will play big minutes. He's in for a big game, Junior Totola.
Yep.
Another one that's got great footwork at the line. He carries, he gets us on the front foot.
So the reserves just dropped it. They've let it bounce there. Junior's got the ball coming off the back fence. And there he is.
And I'm not sure.
Just keep a bit of the play. They're going to tell us to turn off. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for live chatting. We haven't had a chance to talk to everyone in the live chat, but we appreciate that. We know you can give us a super chat and super stickers in there. There's a little dollar sign where you can donate to us. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review.
And Chaps is on his way, he said, and he said, any parking? Well, there is, Chaps. There's a bit of parking inside.
Little flick there from Keon. It went bad. It was a good idea, but so they've turned it over now. So when they turn it over, they've got to go into the defence.
The beauty about us going live, Mavo, we love connecting the Rabbitohs fans.
We do.
And there's Jez. And there's Jez. Just give us the
we have a little chat, Brownie. We might as well. We can turn it around here. We know we could get Albie or someone on. Come around and have a quick chat.
Mavo, just put it this way.
I don't know if it works around there because of the light.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Nah, the lights just doesn't work.
Well,
like
that's.
No, we're pointing
they've been told to call it off. So we don't want to push the boundaries.
Yeah, but we're not. As long as you're not filming the captain's run.
Yeah, you can do it.
All right. Well, Brownie's reluctant to talk when we're not filming the captain's run. But anyway, I'd just like to thank all our sponsors. Darryl Lee, with a something special in every bite. Don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for joining us on Bunnies TV, live and free at Redfern Oval. And we're going to be interviewing JD a little bit later. So stay tuned. We'll put that up a bit later. And Matt Williams says, love the show, boys. When will we be live again? Live and free on Tuesday for Team List Tuesday.